Hey guys, what's going on? This is your old pal CHH. Oh man, I hate doing videos like this because I don't like negative stuff, but at the same time, it needs to be talked about because this stuff is starting to get kind of just upsetting. Okay, so let's get into this. This may not be a super long video, so just let's just get through this. As you guys know, Sleepaway Camp sequels are coming to 4K. Now, that's great. On the surface level, there's nothing to be upset about. The interesting thing is, where everybody keeps asking about part one. I've been getting messages about part one. It's just all over the internet. I don't have an answer. The rumor mill is that maybe the negative is missing for it. Um, it is what it is. If that's the case, I mean, you can't really do anything about that. But who knows? I mean, Part one's Blu-ray is still in circulation. You can easily still get it till this very day if you want it, but you know that's it. So let's kind of look really quick at what Scream Factory has coming out. They're doing Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. As we can see, they're just 4K discs. They do not have Blu-rays, and the reason for that is probably because the Sandpiper Picture Blu-rays are still, that's the license. The license for the Blu-rays is with that company. Interestingly enough, I remember doing a YouTube short on this a while back when the Sandpipers were just coming out, that Scream Factory was already teasing on a forum, a Blu-ray forum, that they were putting the 4Ks out. Some people didn't think it was real. Other people thought, okay, I'll hold off on the Sandpipers, and there you have it. Now here's the other last thing of good news before I get into this negative stuff. It looks like Scream Factory has some new stuff. Somebody was telling me, yeah, Christian, they got like new documentaries for the films on here. That's great. Awesome. I love the Sleepaway Camp sequels. I think a lot of people actually prefer the sequels over the original. Okay, so that all seems fine on the surface level. Well, there's this page that's on social media called the Sleepaway Camp Films. Now, from the little bit of research I've done, it looks like the guy that runs this is a big archivist for the movies, which is awesome. It's always great when there's people that champion films and curate things for movies. So what does that mean? An archivist, basically, in my opinion, means it's somebody that catalogs and has a lot of things in regards to the film, probably original film reels, all kinds of stuff, maybe movie props, production images, like whatever. An archivist, somebody that keeps everything alive for these movies. Well, there's this statement that somebody that runs an archivist page put out that is getting a lot of traction, and we need to go look at it. So, like I said, this is on the Facebook page, the Sleepaway Camp Films. Now, this person's name, I believe, is John, and there's a little bit of context in the comment section, but let's go ahead and read this. So this is the statement that looks like John put out on these films on the Sleepaway Camp Films page. Since many have wondered why there isn't more new stuff on the 4K discs, the truth is this is the first major home video release of the sequels I was not consulted on / asked to contribute. These releases could have had a beautiful composite uncut part 3 release, new short movies, new filmed crew interviews, new commentaries, new archival video materials, and so much more that already exists. All they had to do was ask. We weren't even informed on the nature of these releases until the announcement. Shock Factory, however, it might have been a typo. I'm going to say it was a typo. Shout Factory, however, are happy to reuse my contributions to both the 2002 DVDs and 2015 Blu-rays and stripping my credits off of them. Pretty poor professional conduct. I'm sure they are gorgeous transfers, though. I wish their sales the best. Regards, John. And that's at the point where I looked in the comments and somebody asked what I was wondering, who's John and was John a crew member? That's where this person said, I'm an archivist. Also, why wasn't the director of these films asked to participate? So John is the archivist who seemingly has been involved in all these home video releases and was in fact used on the Scream Factory Blu-rays. He said they used stuff of mine on the Blu-rays and they asked for me to contribute. So what in the hell, Scream Factory? No, I'm serious. Like, what in the hell, guys? You've got people that champion these movies wanting to give you stuff. John made it sound like he wasn't even that interested in so much in making money off of any of this. It's not like If he's an archivist, it's not like he necessarily owns the movies. So, I mean, maybe you guys could have paid him. I'm sure it would have been nice. You should pay him if he's going to contribute, but he doesn't even sound like he's asking for money there. I don't know. What the hell, guys? And here's the thing. I'm making this video because this needs to be talked about, and Scream Factory needs to hear about this. They need to hear, like, you've got a guy ready right now to help. My thing is, don't tell me it's too late. This guy's saying he can give you an uncut version of part 3. Maybe it's not going to be super high def, but it could be a version of the film that they could get the license for to try to put out. And the thing is, my rebuttal, had this guy not come out and said this, could have been, well, maybe Scream Factory could not go back and just get the license to put out a version with different material on it. Very well could be true. But now we know that they didn't even ask the guy. They never approached the guy. Stripping him away of his credit. Guys, what's going on? What the hell is going on? I'm at a loss, guys. And the last thing I'll say about this is, don't tell me that you still can't make changes. Because I remember when the Friday the 13th box set was coming out, literally like less than a month before the box set was going to be released, you guys managed to get Carl Fullerton's VHS tape out of his garage. Peter Brackey drove to his house, when I remember, got the tape, brought it back to the facilities. You guys cooked the tape so you could play it one time and record it. Recorded the info off of the tape with all that uncut stuff from part 2, and they were on the discs for the box set. That was like less than a month when the box set came out. There's still time, guys. My thing is this. You guys let these films go on Blu-ray. You let them go. You guys did not want to release these sequels after a while. You let go of the rights. You get them back. You guys have an opportunity to put out legitimately great releases of these films. It can still happen. Don't tell me it can't. There's time. I know there's time. This is where all the Scream Factory haters kind of like say, I told you so. I've been praising you guys for a little bit now. I've been saying you guys have been doing good. You guys have been putting good features on here. Make it known. If you guys have a rebuttal to this, put it out there. I'm not asking you to respond to my video, but put your information out there. If there's something that we don't know, why you're not getting this guy involved, if he has all this stuff, let us know. Let us know. The floor is yours, Scream Factory. The floor is yours. Because I'll be honest with you, yeah, I pre-ordered the set. I'm not going to cancel it. I still want to own the films in 4K. And I'll review the releases as is, and I'll be fair on that. But it just bums me out when you've got people ready to help. Ready to help and give you things. This is, like I said, this is where all the Scream Factory detractors that don't like the company kind of say, I told you so. Because I'll be honest, had this come out from like a TerraVision, excluding my friendship I have with Brad, I know for a fact Brad Henderson would have everything on those discs. All of that stuff. Every drop of it. Probably Vinegar Syndrome too. Probably Arrow Video. At least try. I don't get it. I don't get it. So guys, that's it. Not trying to influence you to cancel your pre-orders one way or the other, but it needs to be talked about. There's still time, in my opinion. It can still be fixed. We'll just see. That's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this whole thing down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.